All recognize our
before I go any further, thank you for coming to our convention. We are the National Platform California chapter. Now, I've been told to come here and say words about those who have helped us. Before I go on to the entities who have helped us to do the business, first and foremost, I will welcome all of you. We are extremely and I'm exceedingly humbled to stand in front of you. Before I even say anything, my name is Semakula. I am the diaspora treasurer, the man who handles money. The California chapter treasurer. You know, we are pretty much rich, so on this event, myself, Museveni, and Chana Chijoba, we've been the lead in organizing what we see. My statement about the event is that it's a success. You know, and it's just the beginning. We are yet to see what we plan for you. Before I even go further, we want to recognize my team leader, Amaanyi, my team leader, I recognize the gentleman who has helped us coordinating the leaders from Uganda, the Honorable Kayemba Solo. Thank you so much. I want to recognize the mobilization chief of the NUP, Chairman Fred Nyanzi Center. Chairman Nyanzi made sure the president left Africa under all circumstances. Thank you so much, Sir. Now, our community, our chapter is pretty much huge, and we have committed comrades. We've been able to pull off this event without any external fundings from anyone, but this is money we get from ourselves and other teams. Our leaders from Uganda, I really want to tell you that California organized the event, but this event has been funded by comrades in Japan, and I will categorically state that we got money from Comrade Elizabeth, the team leader of Japan. We got money from Canada. We received money from Minnesota. We received money from Seattle, Washington. Comrade Grace is here. We got money from the West Province of Canada, that's Quebec, Comrade Ponciano. So us, we took the lead, but the members of the diaspora have done a tremendous job. So forget about the background noise you see around here within a couple of folks. It's we are in church. So if nobody should tell you nothing, we know what we're doing, and we will give you what we say we will do. Ladies and gentlemen, I really want to recognize and thank all those who supported us. One, we have Diaspora Connect TV, Connect Uganda TV, Radio Munabudu of Comrade Charles Uwama. We have Greater TV, Comrade Carlo and Comrade Jonah have helped us. We got media coverage from the Daily Monitor in Uganda. We thank every aspect of foot soldiers in Uganda, the likes of Eddie Mutwe, Bobiwine. Those gentlemen have helped us push the narrative and make the world know that this event is going to be here. Definitely, this is just a moment for us to welcome you, but we can say and confirm that definitely the president is here. We will see the president soon, or whenever. What else can I say? What I can say is you're all welcome. We are in Long Beach. We will have a good time, and it's our wish and desire and dream to see a better Uganda. I've had a couple of people talk about Uganda like, well, Uganda is Somalia. we have a good country, but we are very bad leaders. I think the time should be now. We need to see General Museveni and his son leave as soon as tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless America. God bless my country. People power, our power.
Thank you so much, Joel. With that, I'd like to invite the local chapter leader, Chalana Chijoba. And that was your job, George, to introduce that.
Thank you, thank you. Masuzamutyango banyawo ne bassebo. Banange nga tubaanyiza ne nga munyirira. Nga mulabika bulungi. Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies. 6 p.m. Afternoon. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All has been said. But my purpose today is not my speaking day, but is to welcome everybody to make He was so anxious, he was so ready, he was so prepared for this convention. Unfortunately, he's not here. But me having this team behind me, since he died, even when he died, he was in the mortuary, and for us, we are preparing the convention. I could come on the Zoom every Sunday in the meetings, and everybody was like, "Are you sure? Is this the widow on the Zoom? She would be mourning, she would be crying." No, because it's not time to mourn for our people we lose, but it's time to rise up and mourn for our country that is dying before our eyes every day on a daily basis. I could mourn for my husband, but what about the young, my husband was 49 years. But what about the young people that are killed on a daily basis? Yesterday, Honorable Mpuga told us that when they were in Kayunga, on a single day, we lost over 8 souls of young men and women that were killed, shot dead, knocked down. You know, could we just sit down and mourn for one person? No. I know even my husband would not love me to see me crying every day for him, going in the bedroom, cry, going in his closet, check on his clothes and cry. He would tell me that, "Mom, rise up because Uganda is dying." Africa is dying. Our children are dying every day and night. Mothers, you look on the internet and see blood every day in the hands of the dictators. What do we have to do? That's what we came to do here today. That's why we are here. We would be in our comfort zones because we go and work on our paychecks and pay our bills. But we have what we left behind. What we left behind is our families, is our OGs, our OBs, our friends, our colleagues, our buildings, our lands, our graves, the graves of our fathers, our mothers that are dug every day, and people take our land. If they haven't stolen your land, you are the lucky one. We have seen people coming and dig our graves in the night. and demolish our great-great-fathers' houses and take the land for free, while they don't even have the title. We have the titles in the houses, but these people just come and take what belongs to us when they came with nothing. They came with nothing. Now they are taking everything away from us. Look at what is happening in Karamoja. They took away the guns from them and they lied to them. It's bad to have guns. Amaanyi gave you guns to protect your cattle. Now that's not right. After that, what they did, they came and started stealing the cattle. And they said the Kenyanese, the Turkanas are the one who cross and take your cows. And they believed them. And then Museveni made his wife the minister for Karamoja, and they stole gold, and it was still okay. This time round, they came, butchered them, piled the meat of a human. Someone get in someone's house and butcher the children, the husband, the wife, and pile the heap of the meat. And you tell them that the Turkanas are the one who came and steal and butcher them like that, burning their huts, their houses, and we still have to be here and keep quiet and keep silent? No, we will not keep silent. We will rise. We are here to rise. The people behind me, these people behind me are the power brain for this convention. I'm just a leader, a chapter leader. As a woman, I needed the people with so much brain power to do this. I would introduce all of them, but allow me to introduce the other chapter leaders from other chapters that believed in me, believed in California. We had so many challenges, people to accept that California would host this convention. Others were pulling us down. And so I told these people that when they go high, we put them low and then we rise high. So they raised their voices so high to note that people could almost believe them that it wasn't worth for California to host this convention. And I told them, let them go on the high note. Let us stay low. But our time is coming for us to rise up, and then they go down. Where are they now? Where are they? Aren't they down? They are down. They are down. My leaders from Kampala, all other dignitaries, my sisters from other countries, Sister Rovita from Liberia, Sister Selena from Kenya, and Sister Elizabeth, you are welcome. This is Uganda. When we are in-house here, this is home. This is Uganda. We are here because we are hurting. We have reasons to talk about. My diaspora leader, Amaanyi Nebiona, our American diaspora leader, Karim Muntambi, is the one, Mr. Karim Muntambi is the one who leads the entire America. Because people doesn't know where Amaanyi starts and where Amaanyi is for the entire, like the entire world, isn't it? The entire world, all countries, diasporas, all small or big, every country that is in, wherever you say, even if you are in Dubai, even if you are in Uganda and in Kenya, that is diaspora. So that's Amaanyi. My other chapter leader from Seattle, Mama Winnie Mutiaba. She's a poor, Minnesota. She's a brain power lady. All the programs you see, you have on your tables, all those you see there, the books, that's her. We have Sister Grace Chiboneka, chapter leader for Seattle. Seattle. Yes, Seattle. Tata Mutiaba is our brain power for our the IT, the website, that website where you've been created, just starting out that. He created that for free. You see that Uganda has people that has brain, but instead of using that brain back home, we are all here using our brain, working for these people, cleaning them every day, cleaning their toilets. Eh? Can you imagine? Doing what we were not even supposed to do, what we did not do for our children when they were grown. Because when we had our children back home, we had to have nannies, house girls to clean them for us. Now for us, we are cleaning all the people here, you know. But because what? We are not safe home. We are not safe home. We empower you, our people, our leaders, that you are still back home and have your back and heads and fighting for the freedom of the people of Uganda. And you can still stand on the opposition of the government, that you can come out and say, I know I'm not going to go in the government where there is money. I would rather be an UP member of parliament than being a member of NRM. So that you get that money they are giving out. We employ, we thank you very much for having that backbone. And please continue. And remind all other members of parliament that they think they can bypass us and go get NRA's money. We are watching them with our 2 eyes. And we know them. Even if we live here in the diaspora, we get the report, we know them. And we will keep exposing everybody. Not only the dictator, but everyone who is trying to betray us. We will not accept people to betray us. Because it's our country we are fighting for. Chairman of the convention, Mr. William Senkumba, Dr. Kauma. All of you know Dr. Kauma is such a powerful man. That man, he has a back. That they fought him, NRM government paid the people to fight him in Yuna, that he almost ended up in jail because they even took him to court. But he's still on the side of the people. We thank you very much. We thank you. My people, Mr. Chibulabuza, our Pastor Irene Taylor. We have Mama Bena Nachitio. You know, Alugave, Abolugave tuli mu kintu kino. Abolugave tuli mu kintu kino. She's the chapter leader for Colorado. Of course, my treasurer, Jose Makuladas, he's my brother, he's my son, he's everything to me. He's my bodyguard, he's my finance controller. So don't touch me where your Semakula is around, he'll strangle your neck. Don't even dare touch me. So I'm protected. Helene, she's the chapter leader from Chicago. That young power lady is there. My Dakar is everything to us. When they said that people power was only for Baganda, Dakar said, let me show them that people power is not for only Baganda. So Mr. Dakar is the power there, is the deputy chairman for this convention. And one of the executive members of the NUP Executive Committee of California. We have my boss, I call him my boss, because he's called him Uncle Money. Whenever you need money, you just say, Joseph, we need $1,000 here. Mama Nachijewa, don't worry. Tomorrow morning, I will send that $1,000. And there it is. And he lives here. He's the one coordinating the whole system here in Long Beach because he's a resident here in Long Beach. So he goes away up to the mayor's office, police department to make sure we have a successful event. Maimulam, all from Ohio. Yedira nyonyoyo, mwanyina wa mwami wange. Yegwe mwami yasigala okunkuma. She's the one taking care of me now. She's the chapter leader from Ohio. And she's one of the brain power of the organizing committee of this convention. Of course, I already introduced our leader, Karim Montambi, but he's also one of the committee members for this convention. And Tata Mutiaba, I already introduced him
for what he has been doing. My people, I just want to take an honor. I'm sorry that I spoke. I think I needed to do that. I needed to ease it out, to pour out something. I want to take this honor, and I'm very humbled as I welcome you to California. I have a team out there, we have a media team led by, all of you know this lady. She was working on the TV in Uganda. She's a power woman. Flavia Namlindwa, can you wave to the people? She's the head for our media team. Flavia Namlindwa. And then we have a team registration table out there. It's led by Maina Makokiro with two of my beautiful sons. Those young men two there you see there, those are my sons. One is called Nasa Senyange and Hussein Chibuka. We have our mobilizer who has been media mobilizer, Facebook mobilizer chief, that is Kawiya Boston. I know you've been seeing Kawiya Boston every day. California, Tabamiruka, every day. She has been doing that almost the entire year. We started preparing for this. We thank you, people, for coming. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for loving California. We have a lot to tell you. Just pay attention because we have so many speakers. I'll talk about Professor Alimadi just a little bit. Professor Alimadi, I used to hear Professor Alimadi. And then when I came to America, I was seeing Professor Alimadi on the social media everywhere, and I was like, this man is... And I was thinking, because then I was still having the belief of our grandfather's party, and I was like, maybe for this, the old UPC guys, he's still fighting. And I was, letting him to be, that way. But Professor Alimadi, we thank you very much for the work you do. We told the people that this struggle is not only for the old or for the younger or for everybody, but for everyone, even little kids, as younger as that little girl there. They are all here for this struggle. So tonight, I will request you members that please stay in this room, sit here, listen, and have a word to take home. So that we know that you did not waste your money to pay for a ticket, to pay for this convention, just to come here and just who's around in the corridors and downstairs. We want everybody to sit here and listen what we want you to listen, and we want to listen also to hear from you what you want us to hear, so that the president know that when he gets power, the way you want him to rule Uganda and to lead us in the new Uganda. And we will be there very soon. Hey, as long as Kenya we have Baba, Kenya we have Baba, that means we are soon claiming our win, and we're gonna get our win soon or later. Is soon coming. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for loving us, and feel home, stay here, get your books, your notebooks. You're gonna have everybody give you notes to take home. Thank you very much. Thank you, doctor. Have a good day.
Thank you, Madam Nachijova. I think next I want to recognize our diaspora team leader, Mr. Herman. Mr. Hammond to talk about what we do as a diaspora, the diversity of our membership. And Madame Nachijova was right that we come to the diaspora to take on many responsibilities. We have Ugandans from all walks of life who sacrifice, who come and engage in new careers in the diaspora. And we have many professionals across the scopes of things. Many work in healthcare, many work in education. We have professors, we have doctors. So it's a testament that all of you leave your country back home and come here to pursue new careers. But again, our goal here is to make sure we improve the livelihoods of our Ugandans back home. So Mr. Hammond, if you want to go ahead.
Thank you very much, Doctor. People power. Our power. People power. Mumanya onsobolawo. Onsobolawo baba. People power. Our power. Anyway, my name is Amaanyi Nebyona. I am the team leader of the diaspora end of the People Power movement, and I am very, very grateful for your presence. I'm very humbled that you guys sacrificed time to be here. There have been several introductions, and I think most of the team has been introduced. Our team from Kampala, our president in absentia as for this session, and the LOP, and all of you delegates. Chapter leaders, just because they were here initially, I'm going to ask them to quickly stand up so that you take a second glance at them. There are 39 diaspora chapters. 39. I am, for purpose of time, I'll give a brief about how these chapters came about and how we came to be where we are today, so that you understand the purpose, the sacrifice that people make for things like this to happen. It's very easy to come in and take a seat and listen and go home. But it's challenging to build, to make this event come to life. Just using this event as an example, this gentleman proposed that initially that we start fundraising right after the end of last year's event, such that we don't run into issues with finance. And I'm very grateful to tell you that we are covered financially. And that was not my idea. It was not the president's idea. It is a team member's idea. It is a member's idea. And I applaud you, my brother, for being intelligent in that manner. But the point I'm trying to make is that there is a lot that goes on. We started preparing for this event nearly a year ago to try and raise those funds to make it happen, to try and work through the program, to try and invite speakers. Honorable Kayemba, you know how tricky it is to coordinate, people. He did a great job coordinating people from Kampala. So there's a lot of work that goes in, and so when people are called here and, a word of thanks is sent to them, because it is more than, they deserve more than words. They deserve more than words. Anyway, I won't do introductions, because that's done. I won't go deep. I just wanted to talk about maybe 2 or 3 things about the diaspora and the background. Initially, when People Power was launched, there were 7 diaspora leaders. 7. This one is our Jaja in the diaspora. He is among those first 7. The first 7, when People Power coordinators were listed, they gave a very long list. We had representation in the UK, Canada, and the US. There were 2 in the US. and he is our judge. So anyone who wants to know diaspora history, it shouldn't be me, but this guy should be the one talking about that. So there were 7 chapters, and as leading towards the elections, we started to, our objectives were 3 mainly: organize, mobilize, sensitize. And so we started with mobilization because we recognized the ability, the strengths of the diaspora and the impact we make on the politics back home. Maybe you guys will tell us if we are impactful in one way or another. But the impact we make, I began by saying that we are the only ones with presence outside Uganda. Even the ruling party does not have any presence outside Uganda. So it shows that we know what we are doing. We know what we are doing, and we are blessed in different ways. 7 chapter leaders were launched. We started making phone calls to people in different countries. Some we made phone calls. Others, they started contacting us to be part of the organization effort. I'm talking about organization, mobilization, sensitization. So some we invited, we called, we introduced, we made teams, and we even, in America particularly, we went state by state trying to establish chapters, what we call chapters. Like I said, there are 39 of them. We haven't been to all of them. Nayo tujja. We are going to expand. Twagala tukunge buli muna Uganda, abera wabweru wa Uganda. Tukole kino ekintu kitwanguyire. Naye ate tetusobola kukunga nga tetuli organized. Is it okay if I speak some Luganda? No, it's not okay. Yeah. We can't mobilize without organizing. So we shall keep organizing. As we mobilize, we organize. As we mobilize, we organize. So bear with us. Support, 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 support. Support as much as you can. So finally, we are here today. We had some challenges. We've had some challenges. But I'm going to speak specifically about the source of these challenges. And that is honesty. Honesty. The reason we have challenges is honesty. Some people are dishonest, others are honest. People confuse it, people think it's disagreement. They say they disagreed. But I disagree with Joel all the time. Joel and I don't agree all the time. We disagree. But we have honest disagreement. We have honest disagreement. You know, my brother Karim and I, we talk and say, you know, this is what you think, this is what I think, and maybe we don't agree. But it is honest. It is out of honesty. It is out of honesty. And that has turned us into brothers. We are honest with each other. We speak our minds. With many of the chapter leaders, Madam Grace, we disagree. It is still honest disagreement. So I'm calling upon us, I'm beseeching us to be honest, even in everything we do. Honesty. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. So speaking about that, I'm also going to challenge our Ugandan delegates to also be honest with us when you come to speak to us. Tell us what's going on. And I hope that we open our hearts to what they say so that we learn from them. And they'll also open their hearts to what we are saying and learn from us. We have different expectations of each other, Kampala and the diaspora. But we can, with honesty and open hearts, we can open those discussions and smooth out these issues, and then kick this dictator out of our lives. Banange tukoya Museveni. Tukoya Museveni. So when you come here, be honest. Be honest about the 40 million. Be honest about everything, you know. Let's be honest with each other, and we shall have a good struggle, a very honest struggle, a very firm, well-founded struggle. Let's do it. We can do it, and we are doing it. Banange, sigena kwongera nnyo. We shall have these discussions. The program is out there. There's a barcode. Scan that program. We shall talk about, you know, what we are supporting as a diaspora, whether we are supporting elections, whether we are taking other routes, what we are going to focus on in the next sessions, and where we are going to be next year in order to kick off those actions that we plan for. So be here, invite people to come and listen. If anything is not, you know, you don't feel comfortable, approach any of us. Everyone here came by approaching. Every idea you see here, the booklets they've talked about, the seats, it's an idea from someone. So come and share those ideas so that we can build this together. I want to thank you very much for being here and sacrificing time, money, and thoughts into making this event successful. And I hope you have a good time and also a very informative and helpful time. May God bless you and may God help our country, Uganda. Kunga diaspora, kunga. Kunga diaspora, kunga. Kunga Boston, kunga. Kunga Boston, kunga. Kunga Boston, kunga. Kunga California, kunga. Kunga Seattle, kunga. Kunga Australia, kunga. Kunga Colorado. Banange ben. Kunga Colorado, kunga. Kunga Texas, kunga. Kunga Japan, kunga. Kunga China, kunga. Kunga Canada, kunga. Kunga Seattle, kunga. Kunga Kunga Ohio, kunga. Kunga Uganda, kunga. Kunga Uganda, kunga. Kunga Uganda, kunga. Banange nyingi nyo 37 chapters. I won't go through all of them, but thank you for being here. We love you and hope you love us too.
Thank you very much, Herman, for those words. And because of the program delays, I'm going to try to move faster so that we can go through the rest of the program on time. With that, I would like to introduce the Shadow Minister, Honorable Mwanda, to come and introduce the Ugandan delegation. Thank you very much.
People power, our power. Katugenze Kampala. Tuzeke Uganda. When we are preparing for this NUP Diaspora Conference, specifically for California, I was inspired by a newly composed song by Chairman Nyanzi. Mumwe kungalo. And now that I'm the Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs, using the powers entrusted upon me as the Shadow Minister, we are going to sing a chorus of it as we re-energize the conference, but in Uganda, as it was composed. The translation is yet to come. Kaparaga is here. Now, people power, Our power. Olutalo nga luwedde tuliyambale ngule, tuliyambale ngule, tuliyambale ngule. Olutalo nga luwedde tuliyambale ngule, tulizimba mu Uganda empya. Tuliyambala engule zimasamasa. Olutalo nga luwedde tuliyambale engule, tulizimba mu Uganda empya. People power. Kunga Uganda, kunga. Kunga diaspora, kunga. Kunga diaspora, kunga. Kunga California, kunga. Abali bagala Uganda okujeddiza bagireke Kyagulanyi yagisobola. Kunga mama, kunga. Kunga taase eggwanga lyo. Banatuvululira. Mutule bandaye. Thank you. Thank you very much. And so, ladies and gentlemen, friends, countrymen gathered from across the globe, I want to recognize the great efforts of the diaspora in the liberation struggle of our country. My noble duty and task is to introduce basically the team from Kampala. And the style of introduction, I will invite them to say, to give us their name and the constituency they represent or the ministries. For now, just for 1 minute, save for Chairman Nyanzi, our national mobilizer. For him, I will introduce him because he has enough time to talk. Let me start with the Chairman Nyanzi, our national mobilizer of NUP, People Power. Chairman, when I introduce you, you also recognize yourself with the power. Kunga. 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 Thank you, Chairman Nyanzi. I want to invite the several legislators from the Republic of Uganda. Of course, Herman was introducing a complicated subject, but feel free if you had. But again, you are free to give your own narration of a greeting. So I want to invite our team. We have a number of legislators. Some have just entered. Others have been here. Of course, as they come, please, they will introduce themselves, some as shadow ministers. I mentioned it yesterday, but I want to re-echo it now. That our system we use in Uganda. Councillor Mary is here, who is our head legal in the National Unity Platform and People Power. Councillor Anthony Wameri. I know you can stand much as you are recovering just. Our power. Of course, the lady next to Anthony Wameri must be the wife. Please also kunga mo. She's not in the People Power. I introduced Anthony Wameri because he's my voter from Chadondo East. Machaz is migrated to the diaspora in his search for safety, but once he recovers, he's coming back to Uganda because Uganda will be liberated anyway.
But we take cognizance of his great efforts, especially in the legal line towards the liberation struggle. He defended so many, and he continues to defend so many. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Muwada Nkunyinji. I'm a member of Parliament representing Shadondo East. I'm also the Shadow Minister for Foreign Affairs. Under our system in Parliament, there is a leader of opposition appointed and nominated by the National Unity Platform, and under the leader of opposition, there are several shadow ministers for the government in waiting. Very soon we shall be in power and we shall be executing our mandate. Right now we are here as shadows, but we are very certain that change is coming because we are together as a country. We come here not to lecture you. For record, we come here not to lecture you. We come here because you are part of us. We are part of you. We come here to share experiences and discuss a way forward as we map a way forward for our country. So we know you may be very better knowledgeable in many fields and aspects. Let's share and we all take on our mandate wherever we are in the liberation struggle. But I want to welcome the several members of Parliament from you. In a language of your choice. I'm offering myself as a translator where necessary. But I'm very sure all of them are very eloquent in English, Luganda, and so many languages. Kayimbo wa sports ya agalo soka.
A good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are very humbled to be here, and we are very happy to meet you. Thank you for liking the struggle. Thank you for spearheading the struggle. Whenever we are here, we feel we are at home. That's wherever we go, we feel we belong there. I was in Boston last month, and we found a lot of people who welcomed us as their brothers and sisters because of the struggle. We are here to tell you that we have nothing to do but to fight the dictator. I'm Geoffrey Kayemba Soro Sarongo Bayigeba Kwase Senior. I come from Bukoma Nsimbi South. I don't call myself a shadow minister. I'm a minister, a full minister, because people in Uganda voted for us. I'm not a shadow minister for sports, but I'm a minister for sports. So, ladies and gentlemen, amidst of fighting the dictator, we have a lot that is going on. A lot of challenges, a lot of propaganda, a lot of misinformation here and there, and the main issue is to break us. I want to implore you to filter that information you get, to analyze everything you get, because the dictator is using that tactic to break NUP, to break people power. I know people of this generation, we are stronger than that. He can't break us. I want to seek your indulgence. As I'm concluding, brothers and sisters here, I want to quote the Exodus. I think you know the Bible more than me. When the Israelites were in Egypt, it was a very hectic time. When God decided to take them to the promised land, it wasn't easy. When God helped them and crossed, when people reached there, they said, "No, Moses, we are in prison in Egypt, but we used to eat. We used to sleep. We used to get water. Now we are here going to the promised land, but we are dying of hunger. We are dying of thirsty. Why don't you take us back to Egypt?" You remember that story? So that's the thing we are walking in. After people saying, "Okay, we know where to go." When you're fighting the dictator, you find many challenges. Some are financial. You lose friends. You lose everything. That's why you see people, they come and again try to go back into prison because they think where we are, we have nothing. But I want to assure you, we are going to reach the promised land. Egyptians spent 40 years Israel spent 40 years in Egypt in prison. We are not going even to spend those 40 years. We are going to reach the promised. May God bless you. People power. Our power.
People power, our power, NUP, everywhere. Kunga, diaspora kunga. Kunga, California kunga. Kunga, Chairman Nyanzi kunga. Kunga, Chagulanyi kunga. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joyce Bagala Ntwatwa. And I bring you a lot of love, a lot of greetings and appreciation from Mityana and Uganda. I am the woman member of parliament for Mityana district, and I really would like to appreciate all of you for the support, for the messages, for the comments, for the posts about the court battle that I went through for a full year to be the woman member of parliament for Mityana district. It wasn't easy, but there was a lot of support from the diaspora, and I'm very glad. So the people of Mityana are very proud of you, and I know there are people from Mityana here, and I love you so much. Buswa bulong. I am also the shadow minister for information and anti-corruption in the Chagulanyi government. And I am here to give you hope that you will get to State House. I am here to encourage you to continue the support, to continue loving home, because while we stay at home, you do not stay at home, but you keep tabs on home. And it's a very beautiful thing. There is just one thing that I would like to talk about. I am not a very long talker. I don't talk for long hours. But today, since I got the opportunity to meet you, I would like to talk to you about communication. Because as a communicator, I know communication is very important. I know how social media has helped many of us to stay in touch. Those of us who are still home and those of you who are not home. But I would also like to caution you and caution myself and caution all of us about how we are using social media. Honorable Kayemba was talking about how the struggle can be disorganized, how the enemy can use our own people to disorganize the struggle using communication. I was talking to some people outside, and I was telling them that many times you will see something being shared on social media, something that is not true, misinformation, fake news. And I know that sometimes it breaks your hearts, the people who are in the diaspora. And somehow you get to think, oh, these guys who are back home, are they actually still in the struggle? Are they not betraying us? Are they still focused? I am here to give you a word of encouragement that the people who are in the struggle are actually in the struggle and focused. But the dictator in Museveni will do anything to use communication, to use social media to create a rift between all of us who are in the struggle. And that's where I would like to caution all of us to use social media, but to use it properly. To not simply believe everything that you see that is being posted. Don't simply, when you see something like, oh, they found a Mwadanku Nyinji in State House, and you see a picture, and then the following day you see the social media is awash with reports, Mwadanku Nyinji struggled, you put them at betraying. Sometimes it's not true. Yeah, sometimes it could be true. And I'm going to talk about sometimes being true. Let me tell you, the struggle has taken so long. For some of us who joined the struggle way long ago, Because for many of you, probably you know me as Mityana Woman MP. For some of you, you have known me as a journalist. For those of you who have known me long enough, you know that I've been in this struggle even when I was a journalist. But you see, because the struggle takes so long, along the way, some people will drop off. And that's a fact. Whether at home or in the diaspora. Because it takes so long. It is like a journey when you're walking. Some people will get tired and be taken by ambulances. Some people will die. Some people will get to the promised land that Solo was talking about. So, the reality is, we need to think about ourselves as individuals. At your level as an individual, are you focused? Are you still in the struggle? Do you know why you're in the struggle? Do you know why you want the dictator to leave power? Before you think about another person, think about yourself. When you do that, all of us will be in the struggle, and soon we'll definitely take power. I am very sure that I'll be here when we are in power. And I'm sure that I'm going to be a minister when Kyagulanyi is the president. And finally, may I just appreciate you for showing a lot of support for Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who is my brother. Uganda has never had a politician like Kyagulanyi, who has threatened Museveni and his entire family and his entire patronage. I have a feeling when Museveni thinks about Kyagulanyi, he gets nightmares. I'm sure he doesn't want to think about it. So in Kyagulanyi, Uganda has gold. We need to keep him. We need to protect him. We need to take care of him. We need to support him. Thank you so much.
People power. People power. Our power. It's as if we are not energized. People power. Our power. We are the country, we are the future, we are the change we badly need. We are the youngest population in the world, we stand a chance. If we all come together, we can change the destiny. NUP, everywhere. We are glad to be here. My name is Abubakar Kawalia, the former Speaker of KCCA. Currently, I'm the Member of Parliament for Rubaga North. At the same time, I was appointed to be the Alternative Minister of Kampala and Metropolitan Affairs in our government in waiting. That means that some of us are tested. Actually, I was very glad yesterday when I met most of our longtime friends that we've been with in the struggle. One of them is my dear sister Aisha. Actually, she's one of my mentors. I remember when I was in my first year in Makerere in 2005, she's one of the people that we are with in the struggle when we are still working with the late Haji Nasantege Sebagala. So, members, we are happy to be with you today. I want to thank those who committed to travel from Kampala, most especially those ones who are not leaders currently, who are not elected leaders, like my brother, Chairman Nyanzi, the famous one, the chief mobilizer. Kunga Uganda, kunga. Kunga Kyagulanyi, kunga. Kunga NUP, kunga. Kunga Kampala, kunga. Members, it's not yet over. We know the junta has tried to divide most of us. But some of us who have been around for the last 20 years, we have to remain focused and very strong. You know, it has been a challenge, and some of us happen to believe what the junta has programmed. But for sure, some of us have parents who didn't go to school but managed to join the NRA group to fight the former governments. But to our disappointment, Museveni promised them earth and heaven. Our dear parents, most of them died when they hadn't realized what they had fought for. I remember I'm one of those people who have suffered in this government because after losing my parents in 1993, I struggled to go to school. I read very hard to make sure that I could join government sponsorship at Makerere. But to my notice, it was during our time, after Museveni had realized that most of the politicians were joining Makerere on government sponsorship, he decided to remove the sponsorship for the art students. And I'm one of those who are affected in 2005. And actually, that's where I realized that we needed to fight this man with his people. It wasn't about me alone. It was about those families who don't have money, but who have bright kids. I started thinking about them. That if this man has ruled this country, yet he wasn't bright. Museveni was not bright. For those who have people who went to school with him, he's one of the dense people that you used to have at that time. I want to be very honest. When you look at the health system that we have in the country for the last 37 years, we know that in 2001, there is a declaration that was signed in Nigeria that all African governments needed to consider the health system with a 15% of its allocation in the national budgets. But even up to now, when you refer to the one that we have just passed, it is not even 7%. People are dying. When it comes to issues of human rights, you know how people in Uganda are being tortured. I've seen most of my friends here who decided to come this side because of the torture they had gone through. When I think about our brothers who have been killed, leave alone the recent brothers who have been killed when we are in NUP, but some of us who have been in the struggle, Museveni started killing Ugandans in 1995. Serious, these mass killings that we're hearing happening in Uganda. Our brothers have been jailed. Most of them are not tried. So it is the reason why some of us have to keep focused and fight this old man with his people. Actually, some of us call them foolish people. Because if you have a bad heart, you can get the guts of killing your colleague or your fellow Ugandan. We have decided to keep focused. I know you people have sacrificed a lot, and actually, I want to appreciate whatever you've done for the struggle. But let us remain focused. Let us keep pushing. For sure, very soon, we'll have to see you, all of you here, coming back to our country when it is liberated. And some of us want to assure you, but we are not leaving Uganda. We shall not leave Uganda until it is liberated. You know, we have a lot to say, but no time may not be against, time is not on our side. But I want to assure you that Museveni and his people are sitting on the hot plate. Ugandans are very determined. Yesterday, we had what our leader of opposition said, that Ugandans are very well mobilized.
what we need is reorganization of ourselves, both home and the diaspora, and here in the diaspora. So we request you to keep focused, organize yourselves as we are also doing our part. I want to thank everyone here in the diaspora and in Uganda who has done a lot. People are not sleeping, and we will not sleep, because we all know that the man we are fighting doesn't sleep, he doesn't drink. And I'm the one of the advocates who's telling people that if you know that you're fighting Museveni when you're oversleeping, please tell us. Because we are fighting someone who doesn't do what? Who doesn't sleep, who doesn't drink. So if you know that you're doing one of those things, please let us try to change our mind. Thank you. May the good Lord bless you all.
People power. People power. NUP. Bannange twongeremu amaanyi bire bintu bya ddala bye tuliko n'olwekyo twogeze maanyi tetuzze wano ffe kubanga buli omu akaddeko okaze ate tubeere wano nga biri aganaga. Kale twongeremu gumu. People power. People power. NUP. Everywhere. Rakadde. My name is Betty Ethonalima, the woman MP for Wakiso District. Bana Wakiso we muli, oba abalina akalandira konna. Ndi shadow minister wa local government. Those of you are aware, in Uganda, we still have decentralization, though it's being taken away as centralization. Everything is being re-centralized. Omusajja obuyinza agenda abusikayo mpola mpola. Nga abwesitekera wali mu State House. But we are firm and we are willing. Chairman Nyanzi Yebalo no mukama wange nnyo, and every time he keeps on now everything is great. So we are so grateful for that great work. And let's give our president a very big hand clap for standing firm and ensuring that NUP is great. Let's also join the group that has organized to see this happen. Let's give them a very wonderful hand clap. We want to appreciate you. We want to thank you for this strength and the continuous moments you put aside to see that Uganda is liberated. We thank you for this, and we don't take it for granted. Many of us, we are there. There are those who have seen us grow. For us, we've grown up in this. Don't ever ask me, when did you join the struggle? I don't know anything. But I just know from the word go, I started understanding I need to see change. I want to see change. So don't ask me, when did you ever join the struggle? I've been in the struggle. Because for us, from the day they could come to Luwelo, they could come and kill our parents. We've grown up orphans, but we've made it, and we want to see change in Uganda. Whatever may be done, bannange kambabuulire kati omusajja ali mu kutulunga bupya. Ayiye akwasaganyizza atya diaspora nayo n'agirunga n'agiteekamu akatwa n'abakimako n'abeetoloza n'adda mufe abali mu Uganda naffe n'atutabula n'atutetenkanya n'avuba nga wateekamu NRM. That is politics. I always remind some few people I'm with. Tibannange bino ebintu bye tulimu byebyo bya politics. Oli ayiye engeri gy'anafuya NUP, ayiye engeri gy'atumalawo. And you are realizing it. Mbasaba tuleme kugwa mu gaapu ze. Tetubikkiriza kusaanawo. Tetukkiriza kusaanawo, ekyo kye kiruubirirwa kye. Bwe tulugwamu tuba tuweddewo. Tetukkiriza kusaanawo. Mikwano buli omu addeyo avube munne. Genda kunga diaspora kunga. Kunga Uganda kunga. Kunga Australia kunga. Kunga Africa kunga. Kunga, kunga, kunga. Let me tell you people, we should understand further the kind of this game we are handling. This is politics, and numbers matter. No matter what is befalling us, let's look around us and see how best also to see that numbers join us. Let's encourage one another. This is a struggle. It's not all about who has the smallest number. Politics is about power and numbers. Let's also think of the ways we can disorganize NRM. Kunga people kunga. Kunga people kunga. Kunga California kunga. I'm telling you, we should understand better the game jetulimu. Tutegeera katwa ke balina okulunga. Tetukakkiriza tumalawo. tutegeera akazannyo ke tulimu anoonya engeri gy'atunafuya. Ekyo kye tulina okusooka okumanya. Ajja kutegeera amanye nti parliament agisaanyizaawo atya. Ajja kutegeera amanye nti no mu Uganda nsirisizza ntya buli omu. Ready azisirise. Mwategedde obukiiko bw'abakyala aganye okubulondesa. Atuuke n'ekiseera nga takyayagala kulaba ku kulonda. Naffe tulugwemu tugambe bituufu, teri kuddamu kwesimbawo. Tutegeere politics gwe tulimu. Kubanga akazannyo kagazi ate nga keetaaga okukawa obudde. So mbagamba mikwano gyange bannyinaze baganda bange ti tulina omuzannyo gwe tulina okutereeramu. Tumanye it needs serious time. Let's continue working together. Let's not attend one time, break the other. Buli gwe tulaba ng'agudde wansi asituke tutambule. Tumunoonya ajja akomewo asituke tutambule. Tugende tukunge naffe tuyiye NRM tugikomyawo tutya nayo yegatte ku NUP. Kino ekintu kigazi tutegeere obugazi bwakyo. So once again as I finish, I just want to appreciate you for such time every one of you has given in to see that we can sit once again here and plan for our country, Uganda. We don't have any other country. We don't have any other Oregon. We are Ugandans. No one can deny that. We still have a duty to see that Uganda becomes a better country, to see that we plan, to see that we sit together and see a better world. When we do that, when we find out what else we can do, when we strategize more, when we think a lot, we shall be there. Fe bannawakiso tulina zi State House era buli lukyanze nyongera kunyweza bannawakiso ngamba gambe ekintu tunyweze. We want to thank you. We shall always be there. Kunga people, kunga. People power. Our power. NUP. Tweyanzize. People power, our power. We are so glad to be here. I'm Veronica Nanyondo, the woman member of Parliament of Komansimbi District. A lot has been said, but I can't stop thanking the people of diaspora for your support, for your love for your country. Thank you so much for loving Uganda. Yesterday I met some people from Bukomansimbi. We discussed some issues, and we had a certain sub-county. We have a certain sub-county, Chibinge. It's known for coffee growing. And it was known for coffee growing, but it's not known anymore for that. Why? Because the regime, the government has destroyed the coffee. The regime is trying to destroy all avenues where Ugandans used to get money. But as leaders, we depend on you. We depend on you. We can't do it alone. But when we are losing hope, you lift us up. Thank you so much for your support. And we pray you continue supporting us. Connecting my conversation yesterday with Madam Nachijoba's conversation, we all need to go back home. We all love our country. But why are you here? Because of the situation back home. But we have hopes in Kyagulanyi that we can make Uganda a better country. Not so if we all come together. And that's what we are doing. Don't lose hope, my dear. Don't lose hope, my dear. We can make it soon. For us, we have eyes. We are seeing at least. Though the regime is trying to, we know Museveni knows that he's going soon. That's why he's destroying everything that he found in place. He wants to leave Ugandans very miserable.
But we are fighting for that. And we know when he leaves, you are going to make Uganda a better place to live in. And you guys, you will not be here suffering. You will come back home and enjoy your country. Not so? Thank you so much, but I also want to thank Honorable Joyce Bagala. She talked about social media. You told us to talk what pains us, what is on our heart. Social media. Social media can build you and it can break you. We are fighting for our country. I represent Kyagulanyi Centre in my constituency. When they see Veronica, they see Kyagulanyi. When I talk about the issues affecting our country in my constituency, Bukoma Nsimbi, they say Kyagulanyi has done what? I've spoken. I take his ideas. I take your ideas, all people who need change. I take the ideas to Bukoma Nsimbi. But when those people read on social media negative things, yet they see me as Kyagulanyi, posting those posts are destroying our struggle. Before you post anything, please, you know that you are posting the right thing, because it destroys our people. We know there are those which are true, but most of them, I assure you, they are not true. They are not correct. And all the people I've engaged with here, I've told you that social media is destroying our struggle. What are we supposed to do? What are we going to do about it? We sort ourselves. The struggle starts with you. If you want to build it, you don't look at what is Chairman Nyanzi is doing. You look at what you are doing. We know we are opening our hearts. Most of the bloggers, I don't follow them, by the way. I rarely follow them. But most of them, we also hear. We also do what? That they are being paid by the regime. We don't know how true it is. But they are the one people follow and say so is fighting us. That someone is the one in the struggle. What are we going to do about it? You told us you are going to discuss about it. Maybe we find a solution. But I have to say, in some cases, we are let down somehow by those social media bloggers. Maybe if we have some here, they can pick a word and change. But all in all, we are in the struggle, and we have to continue, and we must reach where we want to reach. That I know with our leader, Kyagulanyi Robert Sentamu. Thank you so much. We love you, and we will always love you. People power, our power. Thank you so much.
People power, our power. Kunga Uganda, kunga. Kunga California, kunga. Kunga Boston, kunga. Kunga America, kunga. Kunga Kyagulanyi, kunga. Kunga Chairman Nyanzi, kunga. I'm Simbwa Fred Kagwa, a member of parliament for Nachifuma County. Guys, we are here to appreciate you, the work you are doing. We have only one issue. As our friends or my colleagues have said about it, I'm going to give you only one word. It's about that very thing. Just to emphasize it, because a gun is the most powerful thing in this world. But if you turn it to yourself, it can destroy you. Isn't it? So, for us, as we are in a struggle, our most powerful thing is social media. But if we don't use it rightly, we are going to destroy our what? Ourselves. So, buli kintu kyonna ekirina amaanyi, naawe bw'okyetunuzaamu kikola ki? Kikusaanyaawo. Tuleke kwekuba masasi ng'ate tulina be tulumba be tugenda okugakola ki? Be tugenda okugakuba. Neebaza nnyo Chairman Nyanzi. Chairman ono muntu waffe owa wansi eri, muntu wa watu, akulira ab'obutale, ab'okya holding, atuleetere eŋŋombe ezituyamba ezituzaamu amaanyi. Nsaba mumukubireko mu ngalo. Chairman tweyanziza tweyanzeege, ate tukubireko President waffe Kyagulanyi Ssentamu olw'engeri gy'atukumyekumyemu n'engeri gy'atukuttemu bannyabo ne bassebo. Ffe ng'ababaka ate n'abantu b'e Nakifuma b'enkiikirira basiimira ddala, ate era nammwe ne basiima amaanyi ge mutaddemu ng'abantu b'omu diaspora. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala, naye tusaba ekintu kimu, tuleke kwetunuzaamu mmundu kubanga tumanyi gwe tulwanyisa n'engeri gye tuyinza omukola ki? Mwami Museveni mutiitiizi nnyo mwe temutayinza kukkiriza. Naye bw'alaba ng'ate twekubaakuba eri ng'addamu ki? Ng'addamu amaanyi. So tulwanyise Museveni, ate tuleke kwekuba nti olw'okuba muwadde ayambadde olwaleero ettayi nga si myufu ne tugamba nti oyo yakoze eki? Nti oyo yalidde. Bw'osanga mwami wa Mary ng'alina gw'atudde naye ng'ogamba nti oyo yakoze eki? Nti oyo yalidde. Nze bwe natuuse wano ekyemisana we nakiridde baŋŋambye nti mukyala wa NRM. Naye naliddeyo ekyemisana. Tutegeera, naye nabadde sikoze eki? Nabadde sitegedde. Naye ate n'abantu teyo babadde banuupu, naye nga nabo baleka we bali aki? We bali ekyemisana. Kati olumu ebimu byennaffe bitukola ki? Bitutabula. Naye kye tugamba, let us focus ku lutalo lwe tumanyi obulungi nti lwakujjako ani? Lwakujjako mwami Museveni. N'olw'ensonga eyo, buli kye tukuba kyonna bassebo ne bannyabo, emmundu tukitunuuliza ani? Tutunuulize jjajja mu buli mbeera yonna, kubanga ffenna tukimanyi nti unit is power. Bwe tubanga tetwegasse, omwami tetujja mukola ki? Tetugenda kumusobola bassebo ne bannyabo. We thank you, kubanga wano mu diaspora banaye mwegatta, mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Abantu b'e Nakifuma batumidde nnyo. Thank you very much for today.
People power, our power, NUP, everywhere. Conga, 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 California, Conga. Conga, everyone, Conga. I'm so glad to have this opportunity to address your people. My fellow legislators, NUP party leaders, diaspora leadership team, activists, ladies and gentlemen, Teddy Namboze, woman member of parliament, Mpigi district, who also doubles as chairperson parliamentary forum on media. Many have been told and shared. You've heard our hearts. You've been reading on us. So many things have been here and there. But take heart. Struggle continues. We, as MPs from National Unity Platform,
Nothing is gonna divert us from fighting for the dictator, to fight against him. We are going to work hard, not to disappoint you people, to work for our people, to see that we have state power. Lastly, let me appreciate in a special way the organizers, the leadership team, everyone who have worked so hard for this convention. Be blessed, keep focused. I remain yours, Teddy Namboze, woman member of parliament in Page.
People power, our power. Kunga, Uganda, kunga. Kunga, California, kunga. Kunga, everyone, kunga. Yes, my name is Katabazi Francis Katongole. I'm the MP Kalungu East. How many people from Kalungu? Yes. My stage name is Mutanzige. So you get the meaning. Nzige, for my friends from Kenya, Nzige is locusts. So when you are the locust killer, then you are called Mutanzige. Because the person I won was the one responsible for Nzige, Honorable Sempija. He's now the Minister of Defense. I always call my brother from the East, the wise men from the East, because it's Chadondo East, I'm Kalungu East. I also double as the Minister of East African Affairs. So, wageni wetu kutoka Kenya, tunawakaribia hapa. And I think together we can, pamoja tunaweza. I'm very delighted also to be here with you. Of course, it's my first time to be not only California, but in the US. I'm like 12 hours old. So when you see me not behaving like Americans, Baba, Mvakarungu. Yes, all the way. So we need to mix up stuff, have fun, but at the same time remain focused. It is always very difficult to speak after very many good speakers have spoken. So at times you run short of words and what to say. But definitely I can't run short of words because I think what I plan to say, they've not said it all. A few words have been mentioned, but not all. In this struggle, first of all, we should first make analysis. The person we are fighting wants to grip on power, and he's got a strategy. You see, there is a saying, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So we've got to plan, but not expose our plans. You see, when you are planning, when you are playing cards, you should never allow your neighbor or your opponent to know what you are going to do. Otherwise, they will block you and stop you before you even move ahead. So we need to plan. That's one caution. If we are to remove these people, it took them some time to capture power. They used it. They used the rough way. They used the gun, not the vote. That's why they do not believe in you voting them out. So think about that. I will not give you my take on that, but I think you understand what I'm trying to communicate to you. If there is a way, whether which way, but so long as we've removed the dictator, we should employ it. We should try it. Now, I have also, there is something that made me, during the struggle, when I was campaigning, because everyone ruled me out, like I would not win, because the person I stood against was having lots of money, was having all this and that. But me, I have some philosophies which I follow. One, I know that I'm different. There is no Katabas, Francis, Katongole in the whole world apart from me. That makes me different. That makes me special. And as a believer, it makes me blessed. Each of you should believe like that. And that way, it will give you confidence. You see, there are two co-wives, confidence and fear. Those never live together. If you have fear, you'll never have confidence. They were telling me, listen, this guy is going to kill you. I say, you only die once. You are born once and you die once. And then I asked them, how many has he killed? Are you getting it? So that gave me confidence. As many others were trying to discourage me, I moved on and I won. The guy tried to cheat me using courts. He used 270 million to bribe the entire system, but he just forgot to bribe one person. Pastor, you would say amen. God, he did not bribe God. And that's why I won. They call me a miraculous MP. So let us kill the fear in us. And it's more dangerous to fear the unknown. You don't even know what you are fearing, but you simply fear. We have a phrase, mitima jakola chi. Yes, everyone should have that. So you don't fear. And when you don't fear, the confidence will come that we can take over this government. Singapore was at the same level with us in the 1960s. Today, they are like 1,000 times more than us if you look at the GDP. I was reading about them and I picked what helped that man build a nation, a third world nation, to make it a first world. And there were three things they mentioned. One is meritocracy. Meritocracy is employing people according to their merit. This is where the NUP, I have a lot of hope in our government of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, led by Honorable Mpuuga, because they chose the best people doing each and every task. Meritocracy. Everyone was chosen according to their merit. When you look at the information minister, she's a journalist, very eloquent, right? Woman MP Wakiso, she was a vice chairperson in Wakiso district. She knows so much about local government. Kayemba Solo is a sports agent. He sells players abroad. He knows about sports. My brother here, the wise man from the east, is a lawyer, well-traveled. You saw him during the case of Lumbuye. Okay? And so many others. Of course, I'm East African minister because I know East Africa very well. That's why I'm one of the people who can speak Swahili a little. They said Swahili was born in Zanzibar, spoken in Tanzania, spoiled in Kenya, it died in Uganda, the burial was in Rwanda. So they choose the best. So when you look at the lead of government business, the other side is who? Saba Vubiani, Nabanja. I want you to put the 2 ministers, the lead of opposition and the lead of government business. Lead of opposition here, Matthias Mpuuga, a lawyer, an economist, very well-polished man. I actually at times joke with him that when he starts speaking English, I get dizzy. Because he will use so many terms and maybe you do not understand whatever he was trying to mean. But very well-polished man. Then we compare with Nabanja. Which other ministry? Okay, ministry per ministry. Ministry of Education. You have someone who does not qualify to be a nursery teacher or a headmistress of a primary school and is the minister of education. Do you get the point? So this is what we've got to fight. People are given ministries without knowing nothing about what they are supposed to do. The other one was pragmatism. Like, if a team, never change a winning team. Okay? It is always good, you know, who can do what. And this brings teamwork. They say a team is a group of people, but not all groups of people are teams. That's why we have two sayings in Luganda. Agali awamu, gegalume nyama. But there is also another one. Amamesa Amaanyi, tegesi mirabonya. So we've got to choose either to be agali awamu or we become the rats. These people made us rats. They made us rats. That's why we can't dig the hole properly. That is their strategy. When we are together, we are very strong. How many of you, I know wherever you come from, Anthony Wameri, at least there is Bugis Cooperative Union. You know, anything to do with the corporation was killed by this government. In Masaka, we had Masaka Cooperative Union. Was it bad or good? It was killed. In Singo, there was Wamala Cooperative Union. Anything that brings people together, these people don't want it. And they will fight it. So that's where we should really, I'm talking about unity still, but now in a more strong way, that listen, we keep together no matter what. And the best way to win is to make sure, you know, with me, I have another philosophy, that if there is no enemy among us, the enemy outside is harmless. However small you may look, use whatever you have, start where you are, so long as you don't have people who are cancers within you. The cancers are the problem. So, once we work as a team, we can move miles, and we should avoid people who betray us. Betrayers, I normally call them axe handles. You know, an axe. It normally has a handle which is wooden. But then, they will use that wooden handle to cut another tree. Now, if this tree they are cutting could talk, it would say, hey, my brother, you, a fellow tree, you are being used to cut me another tree? What am I talking about? You, Ugandans, or Baganda have been used to betray Buganda. Banyankole have been used to betray Banyankole. Muslims have been used to betray Muslims. We should fight the enemies within and don't allow the enemy to know what we are planning. Then we shall get them off guard. Me, I know it has worked for me because my opponent never thought I would win him. But today, I'm the MP Kalungu East. And there is only one MP, Kalungu East. So, with those, the third one for what I learned from Singapore, because I talked of meritocracy, I talked of pragmatism, and then the third one is honesty. Somebody talked about it. Let us be honest. Wherever you are, do the right thing. Don't do what others do, because you can never be somebody else. Me, I know, we are all born original, but the problem nowadays, many people die when they are photocopies. So, you should remain yourself. You are the best you can be, and you can polish yourself to be number one. I'd like to end by thanking you so much, and also to give you hope to tell you that, hey, listen, let's fight the enemy within us. Let us work as a team. Do what you are best at doing. Lionel Messi is my best player in the world in soccer. He makes you think scoring is easy. But when you pull him in the goalposts, I don't want to say he's short because I don't like being negative. Maybe he's down to earth. So you will not. He is a very bad goalkeeper, isn't it? So if Lionel Messi was to play as a keeper right from the beginning, he would be a bad player. So let us know what we know better and let's do it. The little you can, do it. Don't do what you're not good at. The reason why some people are poor and others are rich, it's because they are playing the wrong numbers. Instead of being a striker, you were a goalkeeper and you are short. So they will score very easily. So I would like to really end by saying, let's work as a team. Together, we can. Wakenya, pamoja, tunaweza. Agali awamu, gegalume nyama. Amamesa Amaanyi, tulondewo. Let us choose. Thank you very much. May God bless you. People power. Our power.
People power, our power. Mudemu Amaanyi nga tukonkurudinga session eno. People power, our power. Temwebaka. People power. Mwimiremu. People power, our power. Mwanike mikono. People power, our power. Budoma tunwe kumune. People power, our power. Now look at me. People power, our power. Mutule wansi. People power, our power. Hey, that's the energy. Kakati, as we conclude, first of all, a disclaimer. Ebigambo bya muwulidde si bigambo bya NUP. Si bigambo bya people power, bigambo bya babaka ba parliament n'abantu baabwe bakiikirira. Mukitegedde ekyo? Those are words of the members of parliament and the people they represent. They are not words of NUP and people power, but they are members of people power, the members of parliament and NUP. However, a disclaimer, NUP is the National Unity Platform. The president is His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. He will come and speak. The vice presidents are four, for North, Central, Eastern, and I think Western. The vice president for the Central region will come and speak. We have the national mobilizer chairman Nyanzi. He is also here. Of course, NUP is built on firm values of integrity, morality, honesty, transparency, zero tolerance to corruption. All those are values. And NUP stands for freedom, including freedom of speech, freedom of media, kati bloggers namwe mbamba komeza omusindi. Kahati, there is the freedom. It's all about the discussion of what should we broadcast when and how. Ne ebiga bibadde byaki byaba byogedde nga members, and we respect them as leaders in the National Unity Platform, as members of parliament, and we want to appreciate their efforts in, first of all, turning up for this diaspora conference, sharing with us, and continuing to share with us. We are here, and it's not all about what members of parliament said. It's all about what all of you will say. And it's all about a detailed discussion we shall have as a community, as a group of people, as the National Unity Platform, and as people power. We believe in interaction, we believe in consultation, we believe in hearing from each other, and we believe in sharing knowledge and experience. On behalf of the diaspora, especially under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we want to applaud the diaspora community, the leadership of the diaspora, and the different chapters from across the globe. We have attended these so many conferences and conventions. Recently, we are in Netherlands for the European Chapter Conference. We had the Boston Conference, and there's so many conventions, and there's so many others which are being organized and which will be organized. We think the diaspora is moving as a team. Of course, we had a lot of worries from the first speakers, the organizers. You may have had challenges, but we are in a struggle. Some of those challenges are raised with all the sentiments. I want to assure you that for us, under the Shadow Ministry of Foreign Affairs, NUP and People Power, all efforts will be made to ensure that there's continuity, we rely on each other and we hear from each other. There will be points of diversion, there may be points of disagreement here and there, but why we meet is that we can never lose the opportunity to meet, we can never lose the opportunity to speak out, to interact, to hear from each other, and to share experiences. We shall build a mountain from a simple hill because of ideas, because of the commitment, and because of the zeal. Within the law and back home, as we say, we are strong and we remain strong. These conventions are very energizing as we re-energize the struggle, as we recommit ourselves to the struggle, as we continue to interact. You saw Honorable Katabazi was saying is a fresher in the United States of America, among others. But part of it was he traveled all the way to come and share his experience. They have shared all what they have. But we know, you people in the diaspora, you are the pillar. Because I always re-echo and I always put it on record. When His Excellency Kyagulanyi arrived for the European Convention, he first appreciated the diaspora. I just re-echoed the message. He said, you people of the diaspora saved his life in Arua when he was in prison. You people in the diaspora, you have saved so many Ugandans in one way or the other. And we can never know in which angle and at what time you actually saved who and you supported who. But we know it is a continuous process. You remain Ugandans and you remain relevant to the struggle. Your ideas and your values are very enticing, are very needed. And we know as we deal with a dictator, with a regime that has deviated from the rule of law and human rights protection and fundamentals of democracy, we need the whole world because now we are in a global village where we must function as a community, we must function as a group of people from wherever we are. And want to say we are here for a purpose, and we know we are going to share a lot of experiences, share a lot of ideas, re-energize each other. You may hear what you don't want to hear. You may also speak what others don't want to hear. But along the way, we must find a point of consensus. They have said it all as participants. You will also say it all as participants. And at the end of the day, we shall crown up the whole event. I want to assure you and confirm that His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert is present in California, present in USA, and will be attending this convention in California of the National Unity Platform and People Power. Mukube Mungalo Nakalulu. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to end it here. My name is Mwada Nkunyinji, the Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs. I applaud you. I thank you. We remain a team and we remain a country and we remain a group of people committed to our country. I thank you and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. MP Mwada. My name is Charles Bukenya Muvala. I was born in Butambala. My MP, but MP bange bali babiri, Mwanga Kivumbi ne Aisha Kabanda. They are all doing good. That's why Sine Simbawa. Kubanga byenjagala okupresentinga ate babituusayo bulungi. Sibasabirira bakole bubi nsobola okwesimbawo naye kye bakola nange kye njagala okuleeta. Basebo ne bannyabo ndowooza olwaleero twogedde nnyo naye ate kyetaagisa olunaku olwaleero. So tugenda kufunamu ka break naye ebintu bye nfunyeemu mu speechi z'aba MPs ze boogedde batukuutidde obutalwana fekka na fekka. Let us not fight each other. Kubanga we are people power, our power. Twagala kujjako Museveni naye ate muffe ffennyini bwe tutandika okwolewanyisa kiba kibi. Oddagala ly'ababloga nze nganze. I don't follow bloggers. I don't. But they follow me. I don't know why, but I don't follow them. Naye babloga nga bwe bagambye basse nnyo struggle yaffe ate nga tulowooza tuli nabo naye nga tetuli naki tetuli nabo. Recently nabadde ndaba one of the bloggers gwe bayita bloggers nga alumba MP wange ow'e Butambala ate alina musango. Ne ngamba kiki kino naye ebyo bijja kuggwa. Naye nga mwebali people power, our power. Naye nga mulinga ki Museveni kyayagala tubeere nga tuli miserable. Njagala tubeere happy. Tubeere happy wadde tuli mu struggle. Please smile. Smile. Kubanga Museveni atwagala nga tetuli ki? Nga tetuli happy. Awo asanyuka agamba ya mbanyiga. Mbanyiga. Naye naffe omanyi omuntu okunyiga ate ng'oseka. Agamba nalabako ka firimu nga empologoma abasajja bagenda okulya ennyama y'empologoma. Abana Kenya. They went straight to the lion ng'esse ennyama. So empologoma yava ku nnyama n'etunuulira abasajja abo nga bajja. N'egamba olaba abasajja bano bajja basimayiringa. Nedda ebbali abasajja ne basala ennyama ne bagitwala. So ne Museveni bw'atunyigiriza nga tusimayiringa ate nga tumunyiiga naye awaluma, kijja kukola ki? Kijja muyambako okulaba nti nabadde njogera n'abasajja ku makya ne mbagamba nti Museveni singa Mukama atuyamba oba kano mukasalamu naye sikyatya naaba nga avuddewo oba n'assa omukka ogw'enkomerero tetwagala muziika, twagala bamukolemu langi buli omu amusiige ku nnyumba ye kubanga ayinza okukomawo. Bamukolemu oba pawuda buli muntu ali wano yagula ente. Nze nnyina ente yange ebutambala nagigula. Era wempulirira nti Museveni agenze China nga tugisala. Bassebo ne bannyabo, right now katufunemu ka entertainment katono nonso tugendeko mu entertainment. Bassebo ne bannyabo nja kubanjulira mwana waffe wa struggle agenda tuyimbiramu nnyimba 3-4 ate tudde ku session eddako omukulu Kapalaga baby. Obugalo bwa mwana oyo wa struggle.
Kapalaga bebe gumanyi
Ocha. Akola mu ffumbiro. Ono ye musajja yeke mu America asomesa abagagga okukola ssente. Ate nga America ovanga ku kintu ekyo mumukubira obugalo. Akyakula.
Ekyayongeddeko kyaki?
kati kunga ulira olunaku lujja kukyalumuunga uganda eteredde ng'abatuzonganya bonanga tubafubutudde.
Yes, to everyone listening in and following, watching from different media platforms. Yeah, just a network glitch, but I'm trying out my best to reconnect to all streams. I'm sure wherever you're watching this, the video appears static. Yeah, but I think I need to change to another stream. I'm working on it very fast, and I don't know whether you hear me, but I do believe you hear me. And I'm working on it very fast. I'm going to be reconnecting back live for those watching from JB Mwonge and to all the other platforms across the Facebook social media platform. If all doesn't go well, I'm going to be switching off this live broadcast, and then I'll be starting a new one very soon. Let me first give it a try. Just hold on a few minutes. In the meantime, let me send you to JB Mwonge TV channel. There is another stream that is live. You can go to JB Mwonge TV channel. There is another stream that is live. I'm going to turn off this. Let me turn off this because it has been jammed. JB Mwonge TV channel is streaming live now, and of course other media platforms, our platforms.